let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till I had down. Tell you about me so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man, whether we're talking from the sun, cause he's my friend. Cause he's my best friend. He's my best friend. Cause he's my best friend.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of UnDIZsputed. We are glad you guys are here to join us. As always, get ready for a fun, jam-packed show. We got some new stuff we are sharing today, so bring your opinions, grab your popcorn, and let's go. So how are you doing?
Buddy, I'm doing pretty good. MouseCon in 2 weeks, so excited. It's going to be a great time. A lot of stuff going on, and just, changes coming on all aspects of life and everything. So yeah, I'm doing good. How about you, buddy? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I went to my niece's birthday party yesterday. She turned 4 years old, so it was
nice,
pretty good. We got to beat the heck out of piñata, throw the pigskin around a little bit. So it was a good day. I mean,
congratulations on the Eagles' big win.
Thank you. I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. Maybe
they made the Dolphins look like bitches. I'm like, okay, I like it. It was good.
Dude,
yeah.
I need a Cali green jersey.
Yeah,
I just don't
nice. Yeah, they were nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Pat Gams. We talked about this before we started. We saw your news, and I don't believe your news. I'm not going to lie. You said Once Upon a Studio was before Moana. It was not before Moana. It literally came out like 2 weeks ago. So, Wish was not part of before all that stuff. Pat had made a comment up here saying that despite Once Upon a Studio was in front of Moana, it was still with Wish, not canceled or removed. Answer this, please. It was not. It just came out like 2 weeks ago.
I believe that it will still come out in front of Wish.
I do too.
Especially the way the story behind Wish and stuff like that. And not only that, it gets into all platforms.
It's really cool.
Disney Plus. It is. We talked about it before the show. I think Once Upon a Studio is probably that 8-minute segment. It's probably better than some, if not most, of the recent feature-length films.
It shut down our show last week. That was kind of cool. So,
dude,
nice.
And you know what? Everyone was saying, "Oh, you're gonna tear up," and I was like, "You know what? It's probably not gonna happen." That scene, and I'm not gonna say it, but that scene when
buddy, if you haven't seen it by now, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I'll wait because that's a very awesome. Like there was a lot of little nods, but that one,
there's a lot. It's a lot of fun.
And my boy got some screen time. My boy Baloo. Dude,
oh yeah,
got a bunch of screen. I saw that Paul, and I was like, yes. So, but man, we are excited for everyone to be here. So just a heads up, we are making some minor changes to our show going forward. So we've noticed in the last few weeks, a lot of things go back to the same two comments. Is there storytelling? But people will still come. Right. We notice that no matter which path we go, we end up in the same end zone. So we're going to switch it up a little bit. Going forward, we're going to have different segments, different activities, different games, all of which are still going to stir the pot, still allow you to throw your opinions in the comments, get Sean's blood pressure going.
We're going to include the listeners more and the people that are watching. So if you listen to this show, I want to be part of this show, you need to watch us every other Monday because you can actually be part of the show and throw in your comments and get us pissed off as well too. So
absolutely, and we're gonna test the waters a little bit with that. So we got a segment coming up where we're gonna get people going, and I'll save that for when we get there, and we'll go over it. But our first segment coming out the gates.
Let's go.
You guys know it. It's an undisputed classic.
You love it.
Our brother Kubrick's not here, but we got new logos and graphics as well. So we are
Oh
gonna do
man, look at
over
this.
under just right.
Man,
So
we're getting pretty legit on this show. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we're trying. We're gonna get there, man. I mean, that one listen in Burbank's gonna turn to 2, and then it's gonna turn to 3, and then before you know it, we're gonna be employed with polo shirts and going. Probably not polo. I'm not a big polo fan. So
I mean, we could be like sponsored by State Farm and say new news and stuff like that, but no, we're not.
maybe Taylor Swift will join our podcast.
That'd be great if she could
No
we could
way,
get her on
no
here.
way.
Taylor Swift's been on the show. Has been talked about our show like every freaking week.
We're not
So,
doing it. All right, let's end it right there. That's enough. All right. So
she runs the world though.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
No, stop it. Sean, don't do this episode. Save that for Wednesday. So our over under just right is going to be Pixar shorts. We're going to be doing Pixar shorts. And so let's go. Okay. So first one. You ready?
I'm ready. Pixar shorts. Okay. Hit
Pixar
me.
shorts. For the Birds. Do you remember For the Birds?
You know.
So to give you a little background of For the Birds, it's the blue little birds that are on the phone line. The one big goofy bird comes and sits in the middle, goes down. They start plucking at him, bullying him, stuff like that.
No, I do remember that.
Okay, and then they
You're
fling
gonna
up.
have to explain these to me, except lava, because I love
then
lava.
then the wire shoots back up, taking all the little birds with it. They fall back down naked, and the big blue bird just starts laughing at them. Overrated, underrated, just right.
Okay, I do remember this now that you all Amanda, all Pixar shorts, underrated mic drop, game over. Damn. Okay. You don't mess around. That one is I think that one's just right. I think that one's cute. It's funny. Now that you have to
I have to give you a little bio about it. That one's been a little while since
Facebook
it came
users talking to you. I have a question.
No, that's
you.
not. No, it's me. It's that one came out in 2001. So you got
2001. That's a long time ago.
yeah, that's more than 20 years ago. So you're saying underrated or just right?
I think just right.
Just right.
Yeah,
I
do remember it now that you said it. So
I think it's a bit underrated, but
okay.
I'm right in that line of just right, but underrated. I think I'm gonna go underrated for my final one because I mean, first off, like that's one of like the OG shorts, and like they're using just basic sound, like there's no actual voice, nothing. So I'm gonna go underrated. All right, here's a classic. Knick-Knack. That's the dude in the snow globe trying to go flirt with the Palm Spring girl on the Palms, and she's all in a bikini. He's trying his hardest. He ends up getting out of the snow globe for a brief second and then falls into a fish tank, sees the same girl, but from Atlantis. And as he goes to talk to her, the little snow globe comes and lands right back on top of him, and he never gets to his girl.
Okay. I honestly don't remember that one at all. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that guy.
Here, let me see if I can share my screen, and I'll pull it up for visual references. Let me pull it up right here on the So let's go share screen.
I'm bad at this. Maybe
no, it's okay. I mean, you think we can play a Pixar short without getting red flagged?
Oh, but probably. I mean, I wouldn't.
Right,
no, don't.
I won't do that. I'll just open it. It's this one. So Nick.
Oh, I have seen that one.
Yep.
That one's okay. I can't go one way or the other. I'll just say it's just right too. I do remember that now looking at the picture. But thank you for the picture. That actually helps.
Hey, no problem. No problem. All right. Our next one. Let me hide this real quick. So that way oh geez, we're zoomed in. There we go. So our next one. It's an oldie. Not many people remember this one.
Is it lava?
Yeah,
is it lava?
It's not lava, man.
Lava's so good.
So here we go.
It is lava. Lava's right there on the screen.
Overrated, underrated, just right.
And who just called it garbage? Someone called lava garbage. They can never. Yeah. Dang.
Lava overrated, underrated, just right.
Lava's perfect.
Perfect?
Yeah. Lava is the best one ever. Whoever it is. They have shirts still in the park When was that one? When that one come out?
That one came out in 2015.
Yeah, it's 8 years old, and you can still buy shirts in the park that say "I lava you." They're the best. It's the best.
I will not disagree with that. Lava is damn good. I don't know if it's the best, but it's definitely top 3.
Bow's pretty good. Are you gonna talk about Bow?
No, Bow's not on this list.
Oh, Bow's not Pixar, is it?
Yeah, Bow's Pixar.
Bow's pretty good too.
So,
Bow's funny.
And the reason I say top 3 is because I thought we all remembered this one. And you can't, this guy right here, I mean, come on now. This right here, as a kid,
Okay,
twist,
yeah, that one's
the
really
plot
good.
twist of, oh my gosh, he was playing by himself. Like, I remember
Yeah.
as a kid
Man,
watching
that was
this
good
old
too.
dude play chess, and you realize, like, what? Like,
Yeah,
this
that
one
one's
right
really
here
good.
is perfect. As a kid, you're just like, dude, he's losing to somebody like him, and then you realize it's him. And then as an adult, you realize when you get
Jerry's
old,
the GOAT, Kevin says. Jerry,
right?
Jerry's good. That's really good.
David is just not happy about Pixar shorts tonight. Like,
And I love seeing he was in Toy Story 2 as when
Yep.
he was the guy that, you know, he would go in and redo the dolls and paint them up and stuff. Loved it. More garbage.
right.
Blurred Hulk. Blurred
Yeah,
Hulk is not happy.
Yeah, he's not happy today.
Where the hell are you, David?
He's holding it.
He's not here. Sorry.
All right. So
Jerry needs to be everywhere. He's not around enough. I agree with Amanda. Jerry needs to be everywhere.
All right. So I don't know how many people remember this one, but here we go.
He's in Bend. Hey, the Disney Insider. I love your page and your podcasts. Well, Devin, thanks a lot. We are part of the Disney Insider, so we absolutely appreciate that. I will pass it on to Derek and Skylar. They do have some awesome podcasts. We are happy to be a part of them, but Disney Insider is one of the best Disney news sites out there for sure. If you're not checking them out, check them out all the time. We love the Disney Insider.
And when you're checking them out, look for News from the Castle on Instagram. That is their new page, and that is what they're using at the moment. So News from the Castle, make sure you check them out. For those of you that are listening, all of that info will be linked in the description.
Wait a minute, the Niners are losing? Oh, to the Vikings? Oh,
I'm
dang.
staying quiet.
So you're staying quiet for now until you blow up the freaking chat later.
Until they lose. If they lose officially, it's on.
Man, here we
go.
But
if I'm staying quiet. Do you remember this one?
No, not at all.
So let me give you a description. So this is Lifted. This is of the 2 alien creatures. They're trying to like abduct the man in the bed, and it's like a driving student driver. So the kid, the little alien is trying to do it the best he can. Keeps messing up. Well, he never gets him. Well, the senior alien then lets him drive, and it looks like it's going to be a happy ending. He gets the jets ready, and instead of taking off forward, he slams the UFO right on top of the house, and then lifts back up. I don't remember that one
at all.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
This was an interesting one. I don't recall which one this was in front of, but this one was really fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Man.
Sounds fun.
So yeah, that's our let's see what we got in the comments right here. So we got obviously everyone's loving Jerry.
Right.
Lifted was still fun, but not one of my favorites. Never seen it. Oh, it was in front of Ratatouille.
Okay.
Ratatouille.
I didn't see Ratatouille. I saw Ratatouille on Disney Plus. I never saw it in the theater. But
dude, I'm not gonna lie, I've watched that movie like 100 times in pieces, never complete. So about a year ago, I actually set out the kiddos and
it's a good movie. It's really good. Yeah,
really good.
Really good.
All right, so before we get kicked off into our next segment, so going forward, each Undisputed show, we are going to be rotating different segments of the show. We are still going to have I'll run through what we have planned for tonight. So the one that everyone likes the one that everyone comes to see me and Shawn really get heated for is our Pixie Duster or Poisoned Apple. Obviously, yes. I throw the term around Pixie Duster a lot. in our comment or our chat, our group chat, some have dubbed it Debbie Downer. I was trying to go with something Disney. So you're either a pixie duster or a poisoned apple.
Man, it
And
is so
obviously,
nice. I'm just gonna say this. It's so nice to have a graphic artist here to make these badass freaking logos. So
so
that's so
pixie
cool.
duster, poisoned apple. That segment is going to be the topic that we deem really interesting, crazy. Let's talk about it. Let's be on opposite pages or the same pages. Our segment for tonight, and again, we're not going to do the introduction to all these every show, but since this is how we're going to be doing it going forward, giving you guys a little bit of backing on it. The show tonight that we have everyone going. Wow.
Pixie duster or Eagles fanboy.
All right. So that's how we're doing this. Crazy. All right. So, real quick, let's just make something known.
Brenda says incredible art. Absolutely.
So, our segment that we need your guys' help for tonight. You guys may have recognized this title from our Wednesday live show. We are bringing it to Undisputed, but you guys are going to run the show.
Get that shit off of there.
What
Get
stuff?
that shit off the freaking screen. Get that Eagles logo off the damn screen.
So we have rethemed, reimagined, and
removed. Go in and do this. I gotta go in and fix this shit.
So this segment right here, retheme, reimagine, remove.
I hate
now. And tonight, the viewers, you guys in the comments, you guys are choosing the topic, and me and Shawn are going to either retheme. Now, retheme is for those of you guys that are trying to figure out what it is. So retheme is, hey, the skeleton is the same. So Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Haunted Mansion to Nightmare Before Christmas, Snow White's Scary Adventure to Snow White's what's her new one? Snow White's
Not So Scary Adventure, isn't that what's called?
So, yeah. So that's what retheme is. The skeleton of the ride for about 80% of it is the same. Reimagined is you level it out and you build something new. You take it, it's something completely new. And remove means, hey, guess what? I never wanted it. Take it back and shove it where the sun doesn't shine and never hear from it again. You don't get to put something new, but you just remove it. So you guys in the comments, give us an attraction, a show, a parade, fireworks, anything in the parks. It can be snack, food, restrooms, whatever you want. Let us know in the comments. Yeah, let us know in the rest of the
There's 12 people watching. Someone can come up with something.
Let us know in the comments. Give us some ammo, and me and Shawn will break down if we're going to retheme it, reimagine it, or remove it.
Code segment for Splash Mountain.
Code segment? I don't know what that means.
I'm not sure either.
Want to give us some more details there?
I'm assuming that's David. Turkey legs.
Okay, turkey legs.
Turkey legs.
I don't know how you could reimagine that. Well, I guess you could.
You could, yeah. I've heard they're actually not even turkey legs. I've actually heard that rumor that they're like ostrich eggs or legs or something because the emu. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. But
then I've heard that they legally can't like falsely do that. All right. So
okay, wow, I got a couple popping up here. Okay.
All right. So turkey legs. Let's take turkey legs.
We're gonna remove, retheme, or reimagine turkey legs.
Yeah. I'll reimagine it. Imagine like a deep fried turkey leg.
Okay, that's
like all you get is like your smoked turkey legs, and that's it.
Have you ever had a turkey leg?
I have. And
I think I tried one once. They're really, really salty.
I think they're really good for like the first half hour if you're staying on top of it. But once it starts getting like room temperature, it's not enjoyable. I mean, I would like if they had like a bowl of shredded turkey leg where you just take a fork to it and you're just like walking around the park eating it. So then it's a little more easier and manageable. But I mean, you can come up with different. Like, how many churros do we have? We have like 900 churros.
Right.
They all. I mean, you can get a little creative with your turkey.
Churros are bangers, though. I mean, let's be real.
I mean, some traditional one is definitely a banger.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Web slingers. What do you think of web slingers? Retheme, reimagine, remove.
I say remove it. It's not that impressive to me. It's just
kind of
it's just Midway Mania. When you get to use both hands instead of just one.
Don't do that to Midway Man. I would reimagine. I think it could have been a fun ride if it was just a traditional dark ride. I think you get rid of the workout part, and you make it a traditional dark ride where like you're in the laboratory, and or like even like Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters.
Mm-hmm.
You do something like that where you're shooting these spiders and it's practical sets, because obviously Spider-Man is a big deal to kids. But
Well, the problem I had with Web Slinger is the fact that if you wanted to do really good, you had to buy like upgrades to
that was
wear.
weird.
You know, can you tell me what a dark ride is? Like a dark ride is, for an example, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, something like that. Just that's inside of a building, that's not outside. So that's what a dark ride would be considered.
It's like
Small World is still considered a dark ride. You know, yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like Spider-Man or Web Slingers, I think, could have been really cool had they did it differently. Or even
no problem, Jim.
You take the technology like Peter Pan, where you're in like this little symbiote that's like, or like robot that's like swinging you kind of through it. And that'd be really cool. But I couldn't say removing it, and I really don't know what I would retheme it to. If I'm being honest. And I would go retheming. If I'm gonna retheme it, I'm gonna do. I mean, I don't know legally what they can do, but I would do X-Men. You know how you're in the David, you'll have to correct me. The war room where they practice and all that. So then you can do it like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, where you have projection screens. Mm-hmm. So then the scenes are always changing, and it's easy to change. And you're going through like Professor X mansion and going through and checking out all the different like war rooms, superheroes like battling it out and practicing against the like the.
Cool. I like that idea.
So I would go retheme or reimagine. I don't think you remove it because it obviously needs that attraction. Because if you remove it, remember the terms of removing, there's no attraction going back there.
Oh, it's just okay. I guess I misunderstood the assignment. So I guess you'd have to retheme it to something else. Then I take back what I said. Removing, I guess, would be just leveling it. Huh? That makes sense.
Yeah.
So got some comments here. Jen's never had a churro. Jen, have a churro. They're great.
I agree with what Kevin
Brenda wants to know if we can trade out the trash Dasani water for any other bottled water. Geez.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death. Or like they have vitamin water now, which I like. I like vitamin water. So I there are options. The smart water is more money, which makes no sense. It's just water.
Hey, imagine Liquid Death does a special marketing with water. They call it Liquid Wishes. And you got like a skull Mickey. Now they can do that. That'd be horrible.
David loves X-Men. I'm going to assume that Facebook user is David until someone tells you something differently. They can do X-Men legally in California.
Imagine that. That'd be so cool. Like you're like if they use like the same technology as Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
Mm-hmm.
We had another one. Let's see that.
We had a couple. We had Nemo Submarine and Ariel's Undersea. The Richardsons and Kim are all going underwater there for us. So Nemo Submarines. I would say retheme. And I would retheme it to Little Mermaid, just because it would just be like a different kind of. I honestly I would change Ariel's Undersea Adventure to Finding Nemo, because they're both underwater still kind of things. You just reverse the two concepts of those, and you could be like underwater watching Ariel and her sisters and everything. Kind of the same, not the same thing, but I know it's kind of a cliche answer to do that, to just change them to flip them. But
like I hate that idea, but I like that idea.
Just flip them.
Yeah, because I mean
what else is water related? There's really not a lot. So because the submarines can't go anywhere because they're amazing. I don't go on them when I go, but you know,
Little Mermaid would make sense because you got like Fantasyland that's like OG.
Yeah.
Even though Ariel's more modern to an extent cartoon, but it's like the OG Disney's. And then you have Nemo on where Ariel's currently at, and it's in the Pixar area. So you just retheme that entire. World of Color area to Pixar. Like, I don't like that idea, but I do like that idea, and damn, that's a hard one. So I wasn't on board until you said that.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking, what else is water related? There's really not a lot. But you could
I
flip
would
them.
I think the submarines. I think you reimagine it to something
They
different.
said someone in here said that Nemo is already in a clamshell at Epcot. So okay,
Yeah, the seas. It's called.
okay.
But I think honestly, I think I would reimagine the submarines and gut it, like reimagine it to something new.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that's a lot of space. But then again, though,
It's huge. Actually, it's so much space.
huge. But
Are you saying keep it like submarine related though still, or would it be like just get rid of the water?
Get rid of the water.
Oh man, you're out of your mind. That's a
Stop it. Don't say that nonsense. Oh, it's a wall region. Stop. Don't do that to yourself. If that's the case, we'd still have like horse-drawn carriages in Big Thunder Mountain or Big Thunder area.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the water, I mean
I disagree. We got to keep the submarines in some form.
build the slide at Pixar Pier. They did it like monorail pieces. Build a slide in
Build a fucking slide at Disneyland.
Yeah, no,
What are you talking about
the Pixar Pier Hotel, that new one. You take those old submarines, you slice them in half, you make a cool little water slide out of them. They're still in the parks, but you just got that.
Got it. What are you going to put there? That thing is so big.
You could build an attraction there. You could build.
You could put Tron there.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
You could.
Now you're talking. Really?
You could put Tron there. You could have to take out the monorail and the Utopia.
I would extend Fantasyland over Nemo, and how they did in Walt Disney World. They have like new Fantasyland. I would gut Snow White. Now there's a domino effect off of Nemo, so stay with me. Yeah, so I would gut Snow White, put a new different dark ride in there, and then I would bring Snow White's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train ride over here.
No, I've never been on it, so I don't know. But no, I think honestly, there's been so much speculation of that space that they've talked about like gutting it all and making it frozen land, basically.
We don't need a themed like land like that. Leave it just Fantasyland.
Here's the deal with the submarines, though. From what I've heard, they're like the most expensive attraction to maintain because of water and everything is old. You know, or a frozen version of the mine train. Yeah.
No.
Or Wish. Or Wish.
We don't even know.
Everything's in Kanto now. Let's make something in Kanto. I mean, now we're going just way off track here.
But yeah, now we're out. Let's see what else we got.
I don't think you get rid of the submarines. I think that's blasphemy if you get rid of the submarines. Yeah, it is. You can put anything in there, kind of.
If you're gonna go blasphemy in the submarines, throwing Finding Nemo on there was blasphemy.
Oh my god, why?
Dude, 10,000
right, Jess? That's the best part. I love.
We got Goofy Sky School. Honestly, I like Goofy Sky School. But I have also did a who was it talking to? Goofy Sky School. I would enclose it and make it a dark ride of Ratatouille, where you're riding the rat through the wall like they're running. But like I would enclose it.
You can't enclose it because that takes away half the fear. Because you think you're going to fall off that ride every time you're on it.
Yeah, so, but I would enclose it, and then you're like riding Remy's back. He's like getting you out of harm's way through the walls of the restaurant, and then you retheme those restaurants over to the Gustos.
Yeah, you could retheme it to so many different things, though. You could retheme it to.
I would enclose it and make it a Ratatouille ride.
A Ratatouille ride. That's a big. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't like it. Well, why would you enclose Goofy Sky School? That is so much part of the fear of being on that ride.
I mean, they can still make it work. Imagine you just make the building itself smaller. So when you go busting out the wall, all of a sudden you're looking down like, oh snap, and you run back in the wall.
Okay, I can see that then. Okay, I kind of
like you can make it in and out. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
The drop, you just like fall out of an outlet, and you're like, oh, that'd be tight.
I think we should do something we usually don't do on Undisputed, because I just think it makes sense right now.
Agree?
I think we should agree. I think we should take a break to learn about our favorite sponsor of Walt's Apartment Podcast Network, which is Getaway Today.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, let me just drop what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be doing our Poisoned Apple or pixie dusting, and we're going to be talking about some too soon holidays. So stay tuned for that.
Oh man, we'll be right back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Well, hello, and welcome to Let's Get to Know Our Sponsor. Getaway Today has been helping Disney vacation dreams come true since 1990. Whether you choose to visit the happiest place on earth or travel to Orlando and beyond, they want to help you. Need to know the best hotel in the area? What theme park ticket should you buy? Have a last minute change? No worries. Their travel experts are always here to help. Want to book a cruise and don't know where to start? Hey, they can help with that too. They will help you find the perfect cruise for your vacation, whether it is your first time or you're a well-seasoned cruiser. When you book your cruise with one of the Getaway Today's experts, you will have a dedicated agent to help you every step of the way. They take care of the details so you can have the most fun. Getaway Today has layaway, peace of mind travel, allowing you to cancel or make changes up to 72 hours in advance. You will always have the most up-to-date vacation information, both pre-arrival and upon your welcome. Getaway Today will guarantee the best prices with no hidden fees. And every time you book through Getaway Today, they will donate a portion back to a charitable organization in your area. And so far, over $4.5 million has been donated. So click the link in our show notes to start your Disney vacation planning for more information and the best deals. Tell them Walt's Apartment sent you. And until next time, enjoy the view from Walt's Apartment.
Thank you, Getaway Today. Thank you, We're in the Park, the theme park scavenger hunt game, and thank you, Designer Park Co. for being awesome sponsors of our show. If you don't know about them, check them out on all of our social media stuff. So, thank you for a little break. What are we doing? Oh wait, we got comments here, Louis. So,
Do
what are they saying
so.
here?
So we gotta start-
Level Sky School and replace it with Soarin' Wakanda. Now, I think Soaring Wakanda would be like a badass change to actual soaring. That would be badass to freaking fly through Wakanda and check it out from above. And that's
If
what
they-
the ride was supposed to be. That the e-ticket was supposed to be that they're building an Avengers campus. That was like one of the second or third,
or the 4th or the 5th. And then guess what we got? We got a gift shop.
Yep, we do. Well, it's just temporary. You watch.
I'm sure it is.
Freaking Chapek.
No, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. All right. So we had some good ones, but we'll save those for next time. Like I said, guys, we're really piloting a lot of this tonight. We are going to be adding new different segments that we've either done on other shows or taking segments that we see on other shows, throwing a Disney flair on them, bringing them here. So stay tuned each week. The segments are going to change. The only one that will stay consistent week to or show to show is the Pixie Duster or Poisoned Apple, because we are about to find out who is who, and you guys let us know. So obviously, we have all heard that snow is on the Disneyland castle.
Yeah.
Now, rumor has it that it's always this early,
It is.
or it's stuff like that. Now,
It is very early.
This year they did it 3 days earlier than they did last year. But
Okay.
they are also ahead of schedule by like a month, because they were slowly putting stuff out almost up until like the second week of November last year.
Right.
Me personally, I don't think we should see snow on the castle or anything Christmas themed, at the very least, until like October 30th.
Well, you still have 10 days from it's usually like 10, 12 days after Halloween when it actually switches over.
Exactly.
If you can't put snow on there in 10 to 12 days, you obviously can do it in 1 or 2. Why are you doing it now? I agree with you on this, because I think you're there to spend right now. Halloween is a week from tomorrow still, and you're seeing snow on the castle, which I never have understood why they do it so quick, because they can do it literally overnight. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? So it's
and they had challenges last year because of staffing.
Yeah.
That was very known. But obviously, we just saw they relayed that, I think, within 2 nights. It was partial, and it's almost fully done. So it's like, come on. Like, during the summer, they did very little for the 100th. Nothing too crazy, too extreme. But then here, it's like we're rushing the holidays. Let's see. Kevin's got a comment. Said, when I was a kid in Kansas, we once had a blizzard for Halloween, so random snow isn't bad as Christmas trees or something. I get that, and natural weather we can't control, but fake facade weather you can control. I get If it snowed today in Southern California and Disney was just white down Main Street, hey, can it control that? But they can take care of or control this snow.
Hang on one second. We got a comment, your question from Rio. Any Snow White news? Yes, it's supposed to come out March or April next year. That's the news that we know of right now from what I've heard. Isn't that true? March or April?
I don't know. You
I think
know my opinion on that thing.
I think it's spring of 24 is supposed to come out. That's all we know. But yeah. Keep looking at the DisneyInsider.com for more news regarding Snow White.
Yep. Or on their Instagram at News from the Castle.
God damn it, freaking Niners. Okay. Sounds like the Niners lost.
Amanda said we were there yesterday.
Sorry, David.
A little jarring to see snow. I agree. November 1st it can go up. October 22nd is too soon. I agree. Especially the week of Halloween. I mean, this is like there's a lot of people that say they celebrate Halloween way too early.
But here's why, though, I think, too. I think it's because they have to film all these shows that come out also that come out on Thanksgiving. So they have to have it. I'll bet you they're filming at night if there's already snow on that castle. They're probably filming those Disney parks live from Disney parks things that they do every year. That would be one reason why I think they possibly do it.
That's a very valid reason. I would love to see, I mean, there's no way to collect this data, but I would love to see how many people the Halloween vibe for them gets kind of cut short and puts them in a less spending mood. I would love to see how many people.
I don't think so because it's just the castle. I mean, they really don't do a lot more before that.
Well, I mean, but now Halloween.
I think it's early, but I understand if it's for business reasons or for filming reasons or for purposes.
Okay.
I understand.
Then if for filming reasons, that makes sense. But then why was merch out 2 weeks ago?
Oh, buddy, I was at a freaking Home Goods over the weekend. They were playing Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas." I'm like, it's literally October 21st. What is happening?
Did you bring up Home Goods on this show?
I did. Yeah,
I can't believe you, man. What?
I was there. Yeah.
And Home Goods also is supplying Disney with their.
I'm sorry. It was a Kohl's. I apologize. I was at a Kohl's. Drove by the Home Goods, but
I was saying, it was a good run, guys.
Gotta go.
But I mean, November's still here. I mean, we could do Christmas. You would drop Christmas
everything
merch.
like that. Now you go to Lowe's or Home Depot. I mean, they already have all their Christmas stuff out.
But
trees are already up. I mean, it gets earlier and earlier every year. You can't do anything about it.
But I think it doesn't make sense.
Home Goods has great merch you'll be seeing soon in the parks.
Stop it, Kevin. Stop it right now. Did you see what Amanda said? Shawn was at Home Goods looking for a Christmas present for Louis.
Yeah, maybe.
No. But the thing is, though, is Disneyland.
I saw this bear on this log. I'm like, man, this is really cool. Maybe Louis will like this.
Yeah. Interesting. Saw a bear taking a shit in the logo of Raiders.
Well, Raiders suck. So I get that.
Josh, burn it down.
Burn it down. Let's go.
I mean,
burn what down?
Jen brings up a good point. There's a holiday between Halloween and Christmas.
What does he mean? Burn it down like this?
Burn it down!
I love that the best.
I mean, Christmas stuff can come out November 1st, and you're still going to sell it.
It could, but it never will again. So I mean, it's just.
And I don't get it.
Okay, so in August, when you start seeing Halloween stuff, are you mad about that?
It depends. If they were
no.
Hold on.
It's 2 months before.
They don't ever really do us. When was the last time you saw a summer theme of anything? Pixar Fest 3 years ago?
Yeah, but
4
now
years?
you're saying it depends.
If
So
there's an event going on like Pixar Fest, then yes, Halloween coming out in the early August is too soon. But if you have no theme, like for instance, you had this year's 100th anniversary, and we were there. It
Yeah.
was nice,
Yeah.
but it wasn't no Pixar Fest. It was barely sprinkled in there. So
Yeah.
then bringing out Halloween merch early because guess what? This isn't doing so hot. But obviously, Oogie Boogie shows, dude, Halloween is selling. So if you have something that's not selling and you want to bring something that is selling in, boom. But we know Halloween is selling.
I'm not sure if this is David, but Facebook user, Halloween stuff in August isn't skipping any major holidays. That's true too. That's a good point. You could put it out in July if you wanted, and I guess it wouldn't matter.
But I mean, if they're doing a summer fest of something, then yes, I think halfway through September or even September 1st is probably your best bet. But if you have nothing or a moderate layover, whatever the word is, I've learned. If you have like a moderate like season or event going on that's not doing so well, all right, cool. Bump up the merch, but we know again, like I said, Halloween sells itself. It's almost you don't need to do anything for Halloween. I mean, you sell Oogie Boogie tickets, and they've probably made their money back hand over fist for everything they're doing for Halloween. Christmas again will sell itself, but how often is someone buying Christmas stuff outside of the flippers and the just people that are like, dude, poke it in my vein, I need it. Outside of those people, who's actually like, oh, this Christmas sweater is, I'm going to buy this right now. No, you're in the Halloween spirit. You're not in the, let's have a moment of, sincerity and cherish and, joy.
Right.
So,
I mean, Jennifer says here as well, she says Haunted Mansion would have been better if it came out in October, not July or August. You're probably right, but I think that they did that because they have other stuff coming out in October, and I don't know. I don't know why they did that. I still thought that was interesting that it came out when it did.
What movies are coming out this week that are actually something that can compete against that? I feel like it would have did really well.
Taylor Swift. Maybe they knew Taylor Swift's movie was going to come out. They didn't want to deal with it.
Care about Taylor Swift.
Stop she's kicking everyone's ass with their freaking.
Put her on the Wednesday show. Don't bring her up here.
She's saving football.
She's not saving football. I'll be choking on that Gatorade. I can't believe you said she's saving football. Man, John Madden's turning in his grave right now with his sandwich.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's saying football. But anyway.
We have more viewers now. So
we do. Like, their sensors went off. Like, oh, Swifty alert.
Taylor Swift, here we go again. Overrated. Taylor Swift is not overrated.
Let's see. Oh my gosh.
T Swift made Travis Kelce famous, I heard. Here we go. I'm sorry, I did
it. So what do you guys in the comments think? Do you guys think it's too soon? It's maybe right time? How many of you guys think we should get a Halloween season all up to January 1st? Imagine that one.
Well, isn't there a Christmas store in Disneyland that's always open?
There is. It's the holiday shop right there where the old Kodak used to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
1722, my Niner loser and Taylor Adrift suck. Taylor Adrift.
So I mean, I don't know.
I'm sorry, David.
I think it's too early.
Haunted Mansion is overrated. You are out of your mind. Who said that?
Whoa.
The movie or the ride?
Hold on. The movie or the ride?
Yeah.
I think the ride.
I will remove you from the show if you say anything bad about that ride. It will be Shawn by himself and Undisputed. So I'll be talking to the folks and we'll be chatting.
I think the ride itself is slightly overrated.
Okay. Well. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? Yeah, he's done. Louis done. Do you guys think I should bring him back, or he talked crap about Haunted Mansion? I don't like myself on the screen by myself. Let's bring him back. There we go.
I talked crap. I said that slightly, and the reason I said
only a little bit. The ride and the movie are stellar. Thank you, David. One of David's favorites.
I think it's slightly overrated. The only reason I say slightly is because it is. Everyone
Tim hates Halloween. Sorry,
Tim.
Tim.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, buddy.
That's
Like the movie
hey,
or like the whole holiday? I'm sorry, Tim, that you feel that way.
yeah, that's brutal. I mean, I say slightly overrated because I think Haunted Mansion is in dire need of a refurb where it keeps the remember when like Pirates, a lot of the key animatronics got the A1000 update. They're a little bit more swifter, they move clearer, where you're not changing anything too crazy, but things are just working better than they were previously. You're not changing anything aggressive, but there's some rooms where now you hear the piston and gears a little bit more obnoxiously than you used to. I don't think, and so for me, I think there is some flaws in it. They're not enough to take that right away, but I do think that someone needs to go in there and say, hey, this is model A. It's time to update to model B and give them a little more fluent, Madame Leota, her room. I mean, back in the days, there's photos and videos of all of those cards against the walls actually spinning around on like a giant windmill kind of thing. Like, just add some of that little flair back to it. I don't think you need to go in there and say, we need to gut all of this. No. But I think certain rooms and certain animatronics definitely need an update. The vampire teddy and the bat, depending on what season you're in, those things, man, you could see it. They're like, I'm dying. Like, come on. The gravekeeper.
Jennifer's a huge fan of yours. She said we should bring you back because it is undisputed.
Thanks, Jen. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Amanda says, I love HM Bride, but I'm tired of seeing white patchwork in the first part before the infinite hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even like
so let me ask you all this. A quick question. Everyone likes Tiki Room, right? It's a Tiki Room? Yeah. Okay. So does it bother you on Tiki Room when all you hear is the clipping and the clapping of all the... I think it's great. I think it shows you where we are now. I love that they keep that in there and you should click, 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 click the whole damn thing. That's what created everything and started all animatronics was that attraction, I love they keep it in there like that because you could change that and go to all these new.
It on the tikis. The tikis, I enjoy it.
Why is it okay there?
Flowers, though, I don't. The flowers, I wish they. Huh?
Why is it okay there?
What?
Why is it okay to hear it there, but not on this ride?
Well, because like I just said, the tikis, it works to their character.
The about flowers, Small World?
Huh?
About Small World, you can hear everything in there too.
Oh man,
you're getting me fired up. Because you're talking about history.
Answer to everything. Use more lube.
Use more lube.
Okay. I mean, if it plays to it, I mean, there's some things where it does work. I mean, on Pirates, you hear it.
Yeah.
But not, that, like, it's almost an aesthetic that is in the ride, but it doesn't take you out of it. As for Haunted Mansion, there's some scenes where it's like, you hear that more than you hear, like, the audio and the ambiance. Like, for instance, the graveyard. When you first go in the graveyard, you hear the pistons shooting up and down, and then you finally start hearing like the head bus singing.
I love that stuff. I'm so into that stuff. It just shows. I don't know. I have a completely different feeling about this. I love that. I love that part of it because it shows. It's like nostalgia to me because it's from like the freaking 60s if you really think about it. That And you hear, really and that one guy pops his head up and just falls back down.
Do you really think that's the same machinery from the 60s? Or do you think it's been removed and replaced with just a replica of that?
No. I mean, should they change the ballroom scene? Because, you could do something better than Pepper's Ghost Effect. I mean, should we change that too?
I mean, the Pepper's Ghost Effect, though, plays to the story.
It does, but I mean, it could be changed to be something better too. You could put new animatronics in there. I think some of that stuff you don't mess with.
There are certain pieces to it, yes, but at the same time, there are certain pieces that I think you can improve. I mean, you definitely don't want to go Indiana Jones with it and just start slapping in CG screens everywhere.
Yeah,
I did that one on purpose because the last show, everyone was just
everything needs some grease. It takes me out of it. The Birds of Paradise, the dancing ghost in the ballroom. I don't want to hear it. I just want to see it. I completely disagree with you, Amanda. I'm sorry. That's just me though, and literally just so much of a nostalgia. Like shit, this is so freaking old. It's so cool, and it's still here doing its thing.
There are
Eh,
some things, like for instance,
And
I'll give you the guy
this
in
is a
the
good
at the head.
topic. It's nice we switched to this. This was good.
I like the guy at the headstone. It doesn't bother me that much.
I think it's
The
cool.
other,
It's got, and you see his head like kind of pop
yeah,
back down.
there's some parts where it like works for just the nostalgia part, but then there's some part like the ghost guy, that ghost guy, the gravekeeper. When you
Mhm.
hear him, it's like, ah, man, that guy can use an update, so he's fluent. Where you can have like the perfect blend of peanut butter and jelly, but you don't have too much of one or the other. I think your key showpieces, you have them fluent. They sound good. They look good. But your supporting elements, it shows the history of it.
If only all rides could be like Indiana Jones when I go to Carnival.
Oh my god! I knew it was going to come up. That's why I brought up the Indiana Jones, because the last show, if you guys didn't listen or watch, we got really deep down the Indiana Jones pipeline of me
Ugh.
calling carnival rides better than that.
You're actually out of your mind. And I'm not a huge fan of Indiana Jones, but I can't believe you said that.
Right? I mean, it's not good. Come on.
It's not good.
Anybody that says it's top 5 is really reaching. Anybody that says it's top 10 is really reaching.
It's
If
not
I'm
my
honest,
top 5, but I mean, it'd probably make my top 10.
it
But
will
I
make
don't
it-
like Rise of the Resistance. So, I mean, I like it, but there's way many more things that are better than that. I think Runaway Railway is better than, by far.
Oh,
By
I-
far is
I
way better
disagree.
than Rise.
disagree.
Yeah.
So, do you think we're done with the snow conversation since we are way far from it?
Oh yeah, it sounds like it. No, Lewis, you were the only one who said that.
I was a lone survivor on that one. Like I
The
even lost.
shaman and the shaman and the Avatar ride is amazing animatronic that I would like to see more of. Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
And new attractions. You don't need to be changing old stuff to do that.
but you do. I mean, Walt would have did it.
What?
Walt would have did it.
We don't know that. He's not here to ask him.
But he was always about doing what can we do to
Right.
plus it?
Right. And that's why I think that's why I stick with like Pirates and Haunted Mansion is you don't mess with them. I don't really like the fact that they even do the overlay for Haunted Mansion. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. It's cool, but why mess with it? You know, what's the point?
I think the overlay, layover, whatever you want to call it, I think that shit is so cool because
Is it overlay or layover? Because we have a game in a couple days, so we need to figure out what it really is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's really cool because not only is it just they didn't just throw like a holiday spin on the Haunted Mansion. Like Jack
Yeah.
comes in and decks the halls. That's a
I
completely
get
different
that.
IP. Like that's some Imagineering at its finest.
Yeah, I like Jennifer says here. I like rides, but don't need to ride every time I go. I haven't ridden the last 2 times I've went because I'm not going to pay $25 for it, and I'm not going to wait 2 hours for it. So just so it's it's cool.
I think there's only about 3 rides that I would say every time I go, I hit them.
Yeah.
Well,
What are they?
I can't say I hit them because I have kids now that are afraid of them, but usually the 3 we always hit
Mhm.
is Pirates is always there.
Absolutely.
It's usually Pirates. It's usually Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
And then it's usually Big Thunder, but lately with the kids, it's hit and miss with me always riding it.
Yeah.
But those I mean, I feel like we spent a lot of time in New Orleans and
Yeah. For sure.
that
For sure.
is America.
Yeah,
Like,
it's this last time we went, we all went over and went on to the island. And some of the people are like, "Oh my god, I've never even been over here." I'm like, "Oh, it's pretty cool too." But I agree with you. There's 3 or 4 that I always hit, which is Pirates, Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain, and Guardians. I always make sure that I hit those. I'll go
yeah.
on Guardians by myself if I have to, if no one else wants to go with
Dude,
me. But
I have a love-hate relationship with Guardians.
I get it. I get it. Me too.
Are-
It makes me sick half the time, but I love
you-
it so much.
Are you a handles guy or a no
Oh yeah.
handles guy?
Oh yeah. I am a handles guy until you take the picture. Then you do your pose.
Nah,
But then I'm a handle guy. Yeah, I don't like
so,
because I'm a big guy. I always worry what if this shit breaks?
I mean,
I
so
know me holding on to handles isn't going to help anyway.
No.
So if that strap breaks, I'm still screwed. I'm banging off the top of the cage, and you're gonna, it's bad.
So
Bad deal.
I mean,
Landing on some.
So with my extended Disney family, we the last time I was on there. So when I was a young up and coming person, I was told, hey, you got to write it with your hands up the whole time,
I
dude.
can't do it.
I can't. I couldn't do it either.
Yeah.
I did it, but so the last time we were there, it was like everyone puts their hands up, this and that, dude. There's a photo of me death gripping, and you could see my forearm just is locked on that thing. I have one hand up, like just trying to make photo, and it was not working. Oh man! So we do have one last segment.
We do.
But we do have not. I do not have the logo for it because I'm still trying to come up with a cool name for it.
Wait a minute. I'm wishing for Snow White news. I'm hoping today. Is that EIAI? I have not heard anything. All I said, I know I'm supposed to come out in the springtime. I've heard nothing else. The whole Rachel Ziegler crap, it seems like it's died down. So Jenna Ortega is not going to replace Snow White. We talked about that with Skylar and Derek. So be a great choice, though. Honestly, to if they did, I like Jenna Ortega. You don't think so?
I like her too, but I mean that's Snow White.
I might need to watch Wednesday again, just because.
What I have not seen it yet.
Yeah. You haven't watched Wednesday?
I
I think your kids would love that.
Oh, they
I
did.
don't
They
know.
watched.
I don't. Okay, I don't understand. I don't know if
Wednesday.
Emily would like it. I
No,
think the
Emily
boys
does.
would like. Oh, she
Emily
does.
does
Cool.
the whole weird dance. She does
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and then she also they also watched the is it Matilda, the new
Yeah.
show.
I haven't watched that. Yeah.
They love that.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
our last segment of the show, and this is another piece of the segment that will happen every show. We're gonna take the last 5-6 minutes to take questions, comments, anything like that from our viewers. Whatever you want to ask us, but
anything goes.
Hold on, not anything.
Yeah,
it's gotta be undisputed related. Hit us with the question that's gonna cause friction between me and Shawn. Don't say, hey,
Amanda and Kevin are like, hell yeah.
Yeah, ask us whatever you think is gonna stir the pot.
Yeah.
Drop it. We're not gonna take questions like, hey, do you guys like popcorn? No disrespect.
I do like popcorn.
But we want to hear the questions that are going to get me, Shawn, and any of our future guests, their cages rattled. So we're going to take the last
popcorn,
5 to 6
that is a
minutes
good question.
and go.
Yeah.
I'm really curious what's going to come in from this.
What if nothing comes in? They don't want to talk to us. I mean, there's Shawn. Where can we get one of those shirts? There's about 4 of them. Walt's Apartment t-shirt.
Dude, that's vintage now. Look at that thing.
It is. This is.
You can resell that on a reseller's market and be like, boom.
I actually have I have a black one and a gray one. I think I want to say Nicole has one. Brianna has a couple. There's not many of them. Are they still on the Redbubble?
They are.
But yeah. So if you go on I don't know if the Redbubble is on our show notes. I will have to check, but you can buy them. We will be changing, like I said, that the first of the year, everything will go off Sunken City's page, and we'll have everything on there. But yeah, I do love these shirts. They're the best.
While we're letting some of that questions come in.
They don't actually hold up that well. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, you can't really tell. It's
You've
just
had
kind of
that shirt for like a year now.
Yeah, I've had it since August of last year. So yeah.
For those of you guys that are watching, we do have some Walt's Apartment gear.
Thoughts? Here's
hold on real quick. We do have
thoughts on Taylor Swift eyeing to play the villain in Cruella 2. Have not heard that, but it wouldn't surprise me if Taylor Swift takes over everything. That's cool.
So that's the only thing we have right now, testing the waters. But
yeah,
we're the undisputed mug.
Well, we haven't really. It is very custom weathered. I might wear one to MouseCon. I might wear the black one to MouseCon. They're both really weathered, but
that's
so might be I might retire it after that. But I think I might wear the black one there. But
how much do you?
So much. I love Lou so much. Lou's the guy, and I've said it before. I mean, I don't need to get all mushy. Lou's he's brought a completely different. I'm
the reason the ratings have dropped.
No, our ratings haven't dropped. We have more downloads than we've ever gotten before. Definitely, he's awesome, and he does so much for us behind the scenes. Some of the stickers we're gonna have at MouseCon, Lou has been able to make that happen for us. So we love Lou. I know I do. So
Thoughts on Taylor Swift eyeing to play the villain in Cruella 2?
I think I think
Depending on what the villain is, I think they can make that work. Her and Emma Watson battling that. I think it could be. That's probably the only Disney project, if that is a thing, that I would say that I'm on board for.
I don't think she would agree to play a villain. That's just my opinion, because
a villain to Cruella is more like a hero, right? Because
that's true too. That's fair. Yeah,
play on words.
I love Cruella. Cruella was so good with Emma Watson. I loved it. It
was really good, and it's not a remake, guys. Just so you know,
yeah,
it's not a live action remake.
Who's
ruining Disney World more, DeSantis or Iger? Ah, jeez. I gotta go. I mean,
DeSantis hasn't really done it. I mean, DeSantis has just done a few things. So, I mean, if we're gonna be real,
I gotta go Iger because it's the question is stating just Disney World, not Disney. So Disney World, I'm going Iger. I think Iger is the one.
I agree with you.
Iger and everyone's beloved little child, Josh D'Amaro. If I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you don't like Josh. He's a new CEO.
Nice. Nah.
It's gonna be. So what else we got here?
Let's see. Yes, I heard Taylor Swift is playing Slimer in the new Ghostbusters. I'm down. Yep. I think that that one guy, is it at Walt Disney World? I don't think that mug is not at Walt Disney World. It's at sunkencitydesign.com.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next one we got. Do you think the Israel-Hamas war might affect Snow White because of Gal Gadot's involvement?
Maybe. Possibly. I don't know for sure. I don't think so. Well, right now there's still a strike, so no one is. I mean,
and I think they're already in post with that.
They are in post. Yeah.
So she may be done and over with it already.
Yeah, I don't think.
Wall-E, great movie or best movie? It's great movie or best movie. You can't make up a word. So I'm going great movie. I don't think best movie. I think great movie.
I have to pick one of those two.
You know, that's all she said. Great movie or best movie?
I need another choice because I don't agree with either one of those.
There's no option 3.
The movie's terrible.
How do you know it's terrible? I mean,
I've seen it. It's terrible.
Watch it again.
No.
Watch it with kids.
No.
You're like a Grinch with that movie.
It's terrible. It's so bad. It's so boring.
What?
Oh my gosh.
What robot hurts you?
Pick one. If I had to pick one, I'd say great because I will never say it's the best. If I had to pick one of those two words,
Taylor Swift or Namor?
Sam wouldn't like that.
Nah. Let's see. Taylor Swift taking over the role of Scarlet Witch.
No. Nope.
What's the worst part of Wall-E?
I'll tell you what the worst part is. It's in the middle from like when it starts to when it ends. It's all that stuff in the middle. The best part is the ending, like when it's over.
Wall-E's better than the Raiders.
Everyone's better than the Raiders. So that's I can't argue with that. So how do you lose 30-6 or something to their 12?
All right, let's see another questions you guys got. Hit it with some juicy ones.
He said it, making it a GIF right now. Is it a GIF or GIF? We've had this argument too. Give us something. Give us something that you guys really want to know. If you don't want to start a fight, just ask us a question that you always wanted to ask us because we have a little bit of time here. We'll go like 10 more minutes, then we'll end.
Also, if you guys have any cool ideas for segments, hit me up on the IG Sunken City Designs, and let's talk about it. Let's put some segments out.
We decided, like you said, we decided a couple of weeks ago to make this kind of involve the listener, the viewers more.
I gotta pick one. There's no third option. I'm gonna go Home Goods. As much as that sounds horrible,
yeah,
I'm gonna go Home Goods because you actually have to go out and look at these stores.
Right, I would say that same thing. Preference.
Amazon, everybody's like click, let's go. It's nah.
Preference on Home
sometimes-
Goods or Amazon was the question. I don't know if you read that.
And
or not.
sometimes Amazon, you can tell orders from Amazon. Like, hey, you got that same stuff I have. Like, especially like 2 weeks after Prime Days, you're like, oh, everybody's got an Echo Dot, same $2.99 one. Yep. Like,
right.
let's
Echo
see.
Dots are cool,
How
though.
long have you ever grown out your beards? I mean, is that an undisputed question?
I mean, I'm literally at that point right now, so I keep it pretty much the same length. So Home Goods has better owls.
I am slightly shorter than the longest I've ever
Yeah.
grown.
And I don't have pictures. Just take a screenshot of this, and this is how long I've ever had it. So
I have pictures.
Yeah.
Me and
Me
Tip
too.
went to that Walt Disney auction thing a few years ago,
mhm.
and it was just a tad bit longer. Nothing too crazy.
Do you
Do
like
you like
animated
animated
or
or live action better?
animated?
That's a hard one
No, animated.
because you got like pirates and stuff like that. Like, I mean,
Well, there's more. I mean, I love pirates, but there's more better a way to say something. There's more good animated movies than there are live action movies, in my opinion.
oh,
That was a lackluster answer, and you said ask anything.
on the beards.
On the beards, I don't know what to tell you. This is it.
Hey, I was gonna find that picture when
Yeah.
I'll put it in the group chat.
Um,
Louis, better the amount. I am trying as of right now. I am not going to be able to make it, everybody, but I am still trying. I will be trying up until that Sunday of the event. Home Goods has better owls, maybe. Best Disney movie of all time. We talked about this on the Wednesday show,
we did.
and I got.
Pirates is right up there, dude.
I almost got ejected from the show. I had to change my answer.
Yeah, Pirates is up there, I think, for the best. Even though I just said animated or better, but Pirates is great.
If I'm
Then you
going Disney film of all time, I'm going Song of the South. But if I'm
Right.
going playing it safe, I'm going Jungle Book.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum and Taylor Swift in a fight. Who wins?
That'd be a funny fight.
I think Taylor would win.
Really?
Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum outran a T-Rex? Come on now, man.
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, then again, though, Taylor Swift has slayed how many guys? I mean, they 30? I'm going Taylor
Yeah.
Swift fight.
Chief. Have here new Marvel or new Star Wars? New Marvel.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to do Star Wars.
Okay.
Wait,
Like
hold
we
on.
mean like what would we want or what do we like? Is it?
Or like, are we talking about like wipe the slate clean and start over?
Yeah.
That
Because I
that one
think-
guy. Give us a little more. I like that question, but give us a little more. And Kevin asked too.
What is the worst Disney movie ever and why? And it's Song of the South. Okay, David.
I think the worst Disney movie ever. The first one, the animated classic.
The Black Cauldron.
The
It's a terrible Disney movie.
The live action remake is not bad. I enjoy that one a lot, but the animated one beats it.
Wipe the slate clean. He's saying.
Oh,
I would say Star Wars then. If you
I
know,
go Star Wars.
yeah. Jungle Book, live action or animated? That's
Animated.
okay.
Worst Disney movie ever. Gosh.
Oh, Wally. Sorry, why did I say Black Cauldron?
You're out of
Wally.
your mind with
Wally.
that. Come
I hate
it. Gosh.
It's so boring. I don't understand why any of you guys like this movie. I'll tell you what. I'll try to watch it again on one of my drives or something to see if I can get into it. I just can't. Home on the Range. That's pretty bad too.
It's a
Bambi's pretty bad too, David. I agree with you. So
gosh.
best Disney soundtrack. Huh. That's a good question.
Worst Disney movie ever. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to make some people mad. You know what movie I watched though this weekend?
Yeah, you watched Haunted Mansion.
No, it was a few
No,
weekends
you watched
ago.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid is pretty bad. It's not the worst, though. I won't say it's the worst. But Little Mermaid, for those of you guys that I have just now watched it, And I sent Shawn this message. And I'm gonna read what I said so that we know my quote. Because
while he's looking it up real quick, David says best soundtrack is Lion King. That's a really good soundtrack.
Lion King is. I think Tarzan beat it, though. Tarzan.
Lion King's really good. That might be a good. Little Mermaid live action was painful.
It was. So me, my wife, my 3 kiddos watched it. We had a movie night on Saturday night. We got about 25 to 40 minutes in. And my kids were like, this is boring. When's it going to get good? So the only thing I took away from what I've seen on Little Mermaid, and I thought Ariel was the better part. I do think that her voice was solid, but it sounded so similar to Ariel's, the original Ariel, Jodie Benson, that I had a hard time like breaking it. But I thought Ariel was the better part. The only thing I really took away from Little Mermaid, here's what I sent Shawn, is that Triton is a pimp. I mean, think about it. All her sisters are from different 7 seas, and the dude's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed Ariel's mother. I didn't get to finish the movie, but like, once they had the baby, he's like, you're dead. Eric has daddy issues. I mean, come on now. He's like, I just wanted to fall in the beginning. It's like, Eric. Scuttle can breathe underwater. I get it. That bird apparently can do that. But come on, bird was underwater for a minute. Like, why'd you have to change that scene? Put him on land. What? And
Goofy movie. Sorry, Goofy movie is a great soundtrack.
Not only that, I think, and Little Mermaid does not understand physics at all.
Yeah. That
part where she takes the barrel to knock out the shark, nothing drops in water that fast unless it's metal. Like, it's just usually when stuff drops in water, it does this whole like this. No, it goes falling down like it fell off a tower. Like, stop it. And a barrel knocked out a shark. Come on, stop it. Auntie Ursula. When I heard that, I was losing it. I was done. Yeah, it wasn't good. And not only that, the wrong actor for Triton. I just kept waiting.
Yeah, he was awkward.
I kept waiting for him to say, "I'm looking for Jack Sparrow." Like, stop, Captain Salazar. Stop it.
Yeah, that was awkward for sure. That was
just, and that, not only that, the Prince David statue looking like Eric. Like, what? No.
You know, Amanda wants to know she's the best country bear, the best bear in the Country Bear Jamboree. Big Al.
I was gonna say I feel like I'm obligated to say Big Al.
Big Al's cool.
Blood on a Saddle was such a downright real song.
Bear.
Yeah.
All right, so I think
The Little Mermaid is make believe. I get it. Santa's make believe, but his story's consistent
What's
each year.
your favorite rock movie?
Rock movie? Like Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Oh no.
I would say Moana because I really like Moana, but if it's not Disney's Walking Tall, I think it's such a good movie.
Walking Tall is a good one.
Yeah, he's good in that, I think. But Disney movie, Moana for sure. He's really good in Moana. And the Game Plan. That's a good movie. I don't know. Have you seen the Game Plan?
Gridiron Gang is my favorite rock movie.
There you go.
All right, let's take one good one. And then we'll close it out with that.
Best bear is Smokey. Escape to Witch Mountain. Oh, come on. One more good question. We can wrap this stuff up and we'll get this show out. And what do we have going this week? We have, check us out Wednesday night on the live show, which is a family game night. We're going to have Courtney Kelly, the Where in the Park crew, Kevin and Amanda are going to be there. And we're doing our big layover. I don't know if it's layover or overlay. I don't know. But his rock statue looked really weird too. That was strange, Kim. But so check us out on Wednesday night for our game night, which is we're reimagining Disney parks with a different theme, which I still need to work on that. I haven't even started because I've been really busy trying to do other stuff. But
also November 20th.
Oh shit! Costumes on Wednesday? We're supposed to wear costumes on Wednesday? Did we say that?
Yeah. Oh, we did. I remember I told everybody else I was going to shave my head and just come as Chapek.
Oh man.
You can come as Chapek, dude. You're done.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, put on a suit.
Just tell everybody no and that we're broke and stuff like that on the show. Yeah.
Kevin Richardson wants to know, how is Joe Rohde more important to Imaginarium than Bob Gurr?
Oh, all right. Go ahead. You take that one. I like that one as a closeout because Bob Gurr and Tony Baxter is what started this show.
I don't think he is, so that's my answer.
You don't think Joe Rohde is more important than Bob Gurr?
No.
Why?
I think Bob Gurr is more instrumental in the development of Disneyland when it first opened. So without Bob Gurr, we wouldn't have Disneyland. We'd have a lot of things in Disneyland. Without Disneyland, we wouldn't even have anything that Joe Rohde would be a part of or reimagine. Joe Rohde is talented. He's very talented, yes. But the question was, who's more important?
I think Joe Rohde,
because he created one theme park and overlaid the Haunted Mansion, the Hollywood Hotel. No, Kevin, you knew what you were doing right there.
He did. Bob.
Yeah.
First off, we don't even know how accurate of what Bob Gurr has actually done besides what Bob Gurr says he's done.
I rode when I was at Disneyland last time. I rode all of the Main Street vehicles that Bob Gurr created. I rode the Utopia cart that Bob Gurr created. I rode the monorail that Bob Gurr created. The Matterhorn Bob Gurr created. On a mansion, Bob Gurr created the moving mechanisms for that.
The moving mechanism, yes.
Okay, yeah. Joe Rohde just created a theme park 50 years later. Who cares? Because without Bob Gurr, we would never have been in that step. We'd never been at that point.
That's not true because Walt was already looking at Florida long before him.
Yeah, but we don't know if Rohde would have ever even been around. We don't know.
He may have not.
Long before who? Before Bob Gurr?
No, you said that that project would never happen if it wasn't for Bob Gurr. Walt was already looking into Florida when.
But we wouldn't have Disneyland the way it was for them to go back on. We wouldn't have Disneyland as successful as it was if it wasn't for Bob Gurr.
I mean, but everything you mentioned.
You put anything in that.
Bob Gurr, I mean, okay,
created a big zoo. Thanks for creating a big zoo over there in Florida. Appreciate it, Joe.
Something that Walt was trying to do when he first opened Disneyland.
Okay, cool.
That he couldn't do. Guess what? Bob Gurr didn't do it.
Uh-oh. Answer his question.
What question?
What question? What Marvel actor would beat the piss out of The Rock in real life?
I'm gonna go Spider-Man.
No, he's answering
so I mean, everything you mentioned that Bob Gurr did, it was cool. Okay, the Main Street vehicles, cool, nostalgic, yes. Does everybody ride them? Sure, because they're there and they're like, hey, free ride down to the castle, hop on. The Autopia rides, yeah, cool. He made those, and they're popular by literally nobody besides kids 5 and under.
I guess you're not understanding my answer.
Huh?
You're not understanding my answer. Bob Gurr was instrumental in the creation of Disneyland. Without Disneyland, there would be nothing else.
He was not inspirational in the creation of Disneyland.
I didn't say inspirational. I said instrumental.
He was.
He helped. What do you mean he wasn't?
Somebody else could have created Main Street vehicles.
But it was him. That's all I'm saying. It was him.
Yeah, it's because he was the first one to get the PO to do the work order. That's it.
Okay.
Someone else could have done it. It could have been like
the answer.
It could have been Shawn Williams. And had you been around that time, you got the work order first.
And I'd be arguing saying that it was Shawn Williams is more instrumental in.
But there's.
I don't know.
I mean,
Joe Rogan is a big deal. Yes, he is. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, I see what you did there, Kevin. But no, I'm not dressed up as a bear from Home Goods Store.
Yeah.
So also, November 20th, for those that have not heard, November 20th, Undisputed show. It's our Thanks for Not Giving episode. And the way that's going to work is we're going to have hosts on the show, and we want to hear what they are thankful for that Disney did not give us. Whether it's something that Disney did not give us, and they're mad about it, or, hey, thanks for not giving us this. So use that term however you want it, but it has to be something that Disney did not give you.
Is that on this show or is that on the main show?
That's on this show.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do thanks for not giving on the main show. That's like happy hour. That's the Pixie Dust Paradise. That's not.
Pixie Dust Paradise.
I wouldn't. That's the main show.
The Pixie Dust Paradise.
Also, for those of you that are going to be watching that show, I'm working on something kind of cool. So make sure that if you want to have an opportunity to pop in, share what you are thankful that Disney did not do for you, whether it's good or bad, be ready. Let us know. We may be having you guys hop on, share what it is. We'll talk about it for a minute, have you hop right back off. We'll try to rotate about 3 or 4 people into the show. And if you could do us a favor, make sure you have some type of November meal. I'm going to stay away from all stereotypes, questions, and concerns about the holiday in November. But if you have a holiday November meal that you are having the night of November 20th, hop on camera, take a picture, tag us on Instagram. We may have a cool surprise come November 20th. But November 20th, our Thanks for Not Giving episode.
All right.
Here on Undisputed.
So that's it. That brings us to the end of another awesome Undisputed episode. Louis, first Pixie Dust Paradise with the podcast princess. Holy crap, that's a how many? Yeah. Pixie Dust Paradise. People are liking the Pixie Dust Paradise. Pixie Dust tastes good. Does it? How do you know?
I don't know. I had a conversation with Mr. Keith Board, and
I thought Keith was supposed to be on.
Oh no, I'm gonna call his segment Mayhem Minute.
I love it.
I'm gonna give him 60 seconds to spill it all out.
Well, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. We're gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Listen to all of our shows. You know where to find us. Waltz Spartan Podcast Network. Check us out, and until next time.